Tracy Prees, and here's today's news from home. One more boil water advisory has been lifted this week. Sachico Lake First Nation, with a population of 450 people, now have clean drinking water after upgrades were made to their water treatment system and wastewater lagoon. Indigenous Services Canada says there are still 22 boil water advisories in 19 Ontario communities to be tended to and lifted. A Dryden man pled guilty to 2 charges of second-degree murder and will be serving an automatic life sentence. The sentencing hearing took place in Kenora on Wednesday. In March of 2020, OPP received numerous reports of a suspicious person in the Arbor Jade Trailer Park in Dryden. Upon arrival, 4 people were found with serious injuries, and 1 man was found deceased in his trailer. This man was later identified as 78-year-old Mervyn Brownlee. Another victim, 72-year-old Dorothy Brown, died 3 weeks later in hospital as a result of her injuries. 39-year-old Justin Deshotel from Dryden pled guilty in August and will return to court on October 31st to receive the date to start his sentence. The Ignace Public Library will be closed until further notice due to smoke damage to the building from a fire in an outdoor cigarette container earlier this week. A passerby noticed the cigarette container on fire prior to a council meeting on Monday. The library shares the building with the Tourist Attraction Centre and the Ignace Community Nuclear Liaison Committee, who will be working on the other side of the building. Overnight camping has grown in northwestern Ontario from 4.3 million camper nights in 2014 to 6.6 million last year, and the decision was made to reduce the maximum allowable nights of stay to allow for more visitors. Starting next year, the maximum number of 23 nights will be reduced to 7 or 14 nights at some parks and will apply to the peak period of July 1st to Labor Day long weekend. With Municipal Election Day on Monday and new ways to cast votes, some have already taken advantage of accessibilities now available across the province. 75% of Thunder Bay's registered voters have already cast their votes online. 217 municipalities out of 417 have included online and telephone voting to encourage voter turnout. There is still concern of making sure in-person voting is still available for those uncomfortable with technology or just prefer the old-fashioned way, in addition to providing those with no fixed address an avenue to cast their votes as long as they have ID. For example, the Township of Marathon has gone completely online for their voting, and there are concerns about eligible voters opting not to vote for various reasons tied to this. This election, only Thunder Bay has in-person, telephone, and online voting available. And that's your Home TV News Update for this hour. I'm Tracy Prees. Have a great weekend.